Hi and welcome to another Rate My Portfolio. I'm James and today I'm going to be reviewing another Gemma's portfolio. Gemma very kindly sent me in this portfolio last night in the form of a URL, so I'm going to put that into Google now. I've not looked at it since. Paste it in and let's see what we've got. Right, Gemma, there you are, front and center, perfect. Now normally with portfolio reviews I start from top left to bottom right, so that's what I'm going to do with this one. So if we can see straight away, we've got your name, we've got a menu here, plus a hamburger icon that will probably expand to other items I would suggest, or other navigation points. We've then got sort of a hero image here, we've got yourself, Gemma, headline, all the socials, and then just coming up here now below the fold, getting to the below the fold, we've got what looks like a number of written articles that I'm assuming, Gemma, that you have done yourself. And it's hosted or built with Journo Portfolio. Great. Already I'm interested in this because I can see that you've taken care, you've paid attention to it, and I've seen that you've really sort of put some thought process into all of this. First impressions, really good. The menu, perfect. Home, print cakes, lead kinetics. Right, okay. So I think with this, Gemma, I would maybe make it more explicit in the sense of what these are. Because I don't know print cakes, and I know what lead kinetics is, but I don't, if I was an outsider, I wouldn't know what they were, so I'd have to click on them to explore. And then we've got the hamburger icons. Click on this. Wow, okay. Straight away, I can see there's a lot of projects, and this is really encouraging for me because I can see that you're actively creating your own experiences, you're doing other work for other businesses, clients. This is positive. I like the hero banner here with the illustration, which I'm going to assume it's something from your hometown. So that looks pretty good. All right. Now, if there's one thing that I would say about portfolios in general, is I would always be less inclined to have my socials on the front page. And the reason for that is because it can take the user or the viewer away from your portfolio, and you don't want that. You don't want those distractions, not yet. Because if I was to click on LinkedIn, then I'm on your LinkedIn profile, and then I'm going like I've done before. Oh, have I got a message? And then I'll check my messages, and then I've lost you. That for me is really important. What I would be thinking of doing is having these social media icons in a contact me section of your website, of your portfolio. And that's something else that I was going to say that you do need here. You do need a contact me section or contact button here, navigation point, and put these within the contact point, and a form that says, name, email, telephone number, whatever, that the client or someone that's inquisitive about what you can provide them can put their details in. So I would suggest those are things that you could do to improve your portfolio. Let's scroll down. So we have a number of articles that you've written here. So this will be, Gemma, something that you have written. Excellent. I guess the only thing, again, with this sort of stuff is having that level of control and containing people on your portfolio. You can't see it on the video, but I can't click back on this. So I have to kill the window and then get back to your portfolio. Again, I got taken out of your portfolio and I was on a different site. So that's something you do need to bear in mind in the future. And look, there's nothing wrong with this. It's just something that you've got to think about. What I potentially would do here, have your preview or your snippet saying that you'll be taken to an external site and that you'll have to come back in. Again, as I said, screenshots could be an option for this. So another thing that I've picked up on here is the dates of the work that you've done, 2018. When I'm looking at this, I'm seeing content that's been written in 2017, 2018, 15. So I'm looking at this and thinking, has this been maintained for a period of time? How long have you not maintained this for? What happened? Because there's a gap. So I would be saying, right, what else can I put in here? Try and get as much as you can done. Try and keep your portfolio up to date if you can. So if you have articles or content that you've written more recently, I would certainly put these in some sort of chronological order. So bear that in mind as well, is that people like me, we will look at your content and look at when was the last time that you actually updated your portfolio. because if I'm seeing 2017 here, there's a big gap of no content being produced, or that's the way I perceive it. That's the first page done. And all your links work? Yeah, great. All right. So let's look at print cakes. Now print cakes this is good. You've embedded tweets. So creative fuse. So I'm slightly confused here. Print cakes, creative fuse. What are these? What are the differences? Is it the same thing? I'm not sure. And as I go down, we can see print cakes. Okay, yeah, excellent, perfect. There you are. Look, cupcakes look awesome. Great. Creative fuse. Okay. I'm still slightly confused, but now I'm in an area where I can find more content that you've written. Gemma, you've done loads. It's very impressive. You've done a lot here. On your front page, we go back to your front page, what you've got here is you've got content which is excellent, but it looks dated because of these dates. But then when we go back to print cakes and we look around, we can see that your content is more up to date. And that could be something you need to think about in terms of getting some of these on the front page if possible. What I will say about your tweets is that I'm not sure why they're there. What I would suggest here is that, again, with most portfolios, you need to give a description and a timestamp. Think of your portfolio as an evolutionary document. So what I would suggest is when someone clicks on here, you put a description down, what it is that you did, how long it took you, what mediums you used to get it created. Describe the process. What were the client's deliverables? Okay, and put those together and give us some information. And that's really important because me as the hiring manager or the recruiter will want to see this quickly and get an understanding of your processes and thought processes and the way that you can execute on a brief. Another point as well on here is the navigation. Now I know we looked at this previously, but I would say I wasn't sure what print cakes and Lee Kinetics is. I've clicked into it and again I've made the assumption that they're client projects. I think in your navigation you should have home, projects, and then contact me as a starter. So then in your projects you'd have a drop down menu like you have with this. Okay, let's have a look at Lee Kinetics. Again, right, nice and up to date, and we get taken to LK's Lee Kinetics website. Perfect. Let's have a look at the hamburger icon. We've looked at print cakes, we've looked at Lee Kinetics. Let's look at the digital voice. Now then, interesting. This is good. So you help create and edit the content in the newsletter, and the screenshots, and actually it takes you to a lightbox in each situation, and I can scroll through. This is really good. I like this because it gives me all the information. You give me a description about what's going on, and this is what I'm talking about. I've probably put here a little bit more about your processes and what you did to create these, what tools you used, but this is better. Let's have a look at Kettle Magazine. Gemma, I can see that you've done a lot here as well. You've done a lot. This is quite impressive. I'm going through and just picking the odd one. Career Camel sounds awesome. Okay, now Career Camel, the link has failed, not your fault. But that's a really good learning point for all of us. It's happened to me in the past. When you have portfolio projects that you've created for other clients, it may be that they take it down after a period of time, and therefore you get a page like this. When you have a portfolio, it's really important to keep on top of it and maintain it. Before you submit it to an employer or a hiring manager, recruiter, just double check that anything that you're linking out to your projects is still there. If not, get rid of the link, and if you have screenshots, use them instead. So let's have a look. What else have we got? We've got Vulture Hound. Some of these date back a little bit further in time, but that's okay. You have shown a legacy of your work and you have a history of your work, so this is really promising. Your portfolio is very strong. I'm very, very impressed with the amount of work that you've done here, Gemma. It's really, really good. So what's my rating on this? Well, as you know, I don't give 1 to 10s. I don't rate out of 5 stars. I don't do anything like that. What I like to do is give you a sort of an indication about how I would sort of action this if you sent this to me as a recruiter or a hiring manager. And I would say, Gemma, I would give you a call. I would want to speak to you very quickly because I think that you're a really prolific writer. I think you're very proactive in your writing. I think that the work that you have done shows a variety in terms of your writing style. You can write about bakery, you can write about digital marketing, you can write about things within the arts sector. Really impressive. Really excited to see it again. Once you've made those changes, I look forward to seeing it, Gemma. Top work, really well done. Very impressed. That concludes my third video of Rate My Portfolio. I hope you found that interesting and there was some points in there that you could take away and implement on your own portfolios. If you want to submit your portfolio to me to review, please do. You'll find my email in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'd love you to subscribe if you could, and let's build this community up a little bit so we can get more marketers interested and engaged with building portfolios. Because one thing I have noticed in my profession is that marketers need portfolios more than ever now. The competition is so fierce. You need a portfolio to be able to stand out. Gemma stands out. Let's see if you can stand out too. And I'm here to help. Speak to you soon and see you on the fourth video. Cheers. Bye.